Jane.
What is the newest, boldest thing you would do if elected? Senator Pugh.
Well, I've already talked about, we've got 77,000 people unemployed in our city, but yet we have jobs down at the port. We have jobs down at and as it relates to Social Security. So one of the things I talk about is taking all of those jobs and putting them in a database and going out into our communities, what I call mobile units. We know the areas of our city where unemployment exists. We know that Old Town Mall area is the #1 unemployed area in our city. So I'm going to create these mobile units. I've begun discussions with the corporate community on how to do this. And at the same time, I want to take the jobs directly to the communities. And on those jobs buses I call them, we will have employment counselors. I want to take the Office of Employment Development in terms of their training and train people on the job as opposed to training them in classrooms. I think that's very bold. 77,000 people unemployed, and if my projections are correct, we can reduce unemployment in the city over the next 4 years.
Ms. Dixon, how do you answer that question? You've already been in the job. What would you do differently now?
Well, first and foremost, we have to have a safe city. That has to be the priority of the mayor. Secondly, with all the vacant properties that we have, something bold and new that I tried to do, but because of politics I couldn't do, is a land bank and land trust. Well,
that's
but it is for Baltimore.
What's a new idea?
Well, it's new for Baltimore, and it's the way we eliminate the vacant properties in the city and we bring back investment. Third, I'm going to increase the living wage for city workers to $15 so that they can take care of their families. I'm going to take that position. Third, I'm going to triple the training money because the jobs are there, but people are not connected because they don't have the training.
Ms. Embry, what's the newest, boldest thing that you would do as mayor?
Well, the boldest thing is to restore the public trust in our government and have a government that is responsive to the people. And for too long, we have not had that. We have had pay-to-play politics. We have mayors that are distracted by conflicts of interest, by scandals, by investigations. And we have to have a mayor who on day one can start fixing the city's problems and not be distracted by scandals and investigations and by lobbyist money that's being solicited, right at the time that people are testifying in front of the senators' committees. I would ask the senator, if the Board of Estimates has contracts before them, millions of dollars of contracts in front of the Board of Estimates, would you hold fundraisers before? Would you solicit funds from the lobbyists? Is that the standard that we'll see in Baltimore city government?
Senator Pugh would like to respond to that.
I think when desperate people do desperate things, but let me just say this. I've done nothing wrong, and there are at least 6 people running in the state of Maryland that are members of the General Assembly. And I believe that when the laws are changed, as I've said on ethics committees, we will change those laws. And I will abide by those laws as I've always done. So I look forward to the transparency that I will present as the next mayor of this city, because I know how to work with people. I understand that different things call for different actions. But more importantly, I know how to work with people across the city, and I will continue to do that.